Hi everyone, and welcome to the Cognitive Performance Group's first How To SPSS video. In our Cog blog posts, we've addressed the process of cleaning data, and we wanted to provide further explanation for these essential steps for analyzing data. In this video, we'll be addressing some of the main procedures conducted in data cleaning. Cleaning data is the process of preparing your data set for analysis. You may need to perform certain tasks depending on the purpose of your research in order to fully prepare it for analysis. In this video, we'll be addressing two important issues: missing values and reverse coding. The first procedure we'll cover is the process of replacing missing values. There are many reasons why there could be missing data in your dataset. For example, participants forgetting to answer an item, incorrectly answering an item, or data entry errors. As you can see in our example dataset, we have two missing data points. However, if this dataset were larger, we may not easily identify these missing values. To more accurately observe these missing data points, we're going to run a frequency on the data. This can be done by clicking on the Analyze option on your toolbar, hovering over Descriptive Statistics, and clicking on the Frequencies option. Once you're in the Frequencies option, highlight and click over all of the items you want to search for missing data. For this example, we'll click all 6 items in our decision-making measure. I clicked on the first item labeled DM Item 1, held down the Shift button, and clicked on the last item labeled DM Item 6, and then clicked the blue arrow. Click on Statistics option to view any other options you may need for your frequencies. We like to check the dispersion of minimum and maximum in our frequencies, so we'll check those boxes as well. Click Continue, and then OK. After clicking OK, your output will appear with the frequencies of your dataset. You can see here that we have 2 items that are missing, DM Item 1 and DM Item 2. To conduct certain analysis, you'll not want to have missing data in your dataset. Therefore, check those 2 items for the missing data and investigate why these data points are missing. Sometimes these may have been a data entry error, so go back to your original data sheet and see if there was an error when you were entering the data. However, if the participant left the item blank or answered it incorrectly, you'll need to use the Replace Missing Values function on SPSS. Click on the Transform option on your toolbar and click on the Replace Missing Values option near the bottom of the menu. The option will provide you with a transformation that will calculate a value to use as a replacement in the missing data point. There are many strategies and preferences for what type of method to use, but for this purpose, we'll be using the default series mean method. This method calculates the mean values for the variable and gives every missing case this value. As you remember from our frequencies analysis, we have 2 items that are missing data. Therefore, we'll conduct the Replace Missing Values function on both of these items to eliminate the missing data. We'll put DM Item 1 and DM Item 2 into the New Variables box and select the Series Mean method, and then click OK. As you can see, the 2 new items containing the series mean values are placed at the end of our dataset. The values are now filled with a mean value. Participant number 106 on Item 1 will now have a score of 4, and participant 108 on Item 2 now has a score of 3.89. We like to keep our dataset as clean and simplified as possible, so I'm going to cut and paste the data from the series mean back into our original item values. Then, I'll delete these 2 blank items to minimize confusion in later analysis. Now there are no more missing data points in our dataset. Another procedure that needs to be conducted prior to data analysis is reverse coding any items. Reverse coded items are items that have the reverse interpretation as intended compared to the rest of the items on the measure. For example, the current dataset corresponds to a decision-making questionnaire with a score of 5 interpreted as good decision maker and 1 as a poor decision maker on a disagree to agree scale. In this context, an example of a reverse coded item is I make poor decisions. A good decision maker participant should rate this item as a 1, meaning they disagree with this item because they always make good decisions. However, if you didn't reverse code this item by changing the numerical value values of each answer, it would alter the interpretation of the participant's overall score. According to the content of the questionnaire, there are two reverse-coded items in the measure, item 3 and item 5. You identify these items through content analysis prior to entering the data. Once you have identified these items, click on the Transform option on your toolbar and choose the Recode into Same Variables option. In this function, click on the items that need to be reverse-coded and move them over to the Variables box. Click on the Old and New Values button to redefine the values. What you're doing is telling SPSS to change all 5s in these items to 1s, all 4s in these items to 2s, and so forth. Make sure you defend all rating segmentations. Put a 5 in the old value side and then a 1 in the new value side and click Add. Do this for all values 1 through 5. A good check before you click Continue is to view your old to new values and make sure they are in order 5 down to 1 and 1 down to 5. If they're correct, click Continue and OK. You'll see your command in the output on the bottom. This is another good check to make sure your command went through. Now, as you can see, both item 3 and item 5 are similar to the rest of the items and can be interpreted the same way as the rest of the items in this measure. To summarize, in this video, you've learned how to run frequencies on your dataset, replace missing values using a series mean, and recoded reverse-coded items. We hope this video was informative, and good luck cleaning your data. Be sure to visit cognitiveperformancegroup.com for additional information on data analysis and decision-making research. Thanks for watching.